Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we can go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Unloads quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
This is not going to be something where you just like sort of round up some people and send them where.
Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The selection we saw.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position
Starr County
for
is the
that
one
deep
about
down the
97%.
field. Not letting the receiver put his big body on
It
it,
was
go up over
48
top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception. But great coverage by the
79%
defender.
of this district.
Pocket starts to
Explain
collapse. And he just
and
throws it away
why?
on 3rd down. I
Why
don't think
the
you
word
can give up
beach
on a
is
play
what
like that.
under these circumstances.
And offensively, we
We have
know
to
it's
go all the way
hard
to the
throwing
border.
the
We
ball
can
in 3rd and
stay
1
right here in New York
situations
City
because
and
the
look at
defense can play
communities
big zone
that,
coverages.
different
They got a
communities
lot
in
of guys with their
particular.
eyes on
I
you,
think
so
the
the
other
QB had
question
no
that
shot
we
there.
consider
Nobody
is
open.
the
Nice job not forcing it, not risking a
issue,
turnover,
and
just
it's
throwing it
also
away.
something that isn't happening to be
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
We have not yet
Off the
seen
play fake
what
on first down.
operations do when
Caught
that-
over the middle. It's Bernard. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. You just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Gets it out fast. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
With us,
To the ground to try to move the chain. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far.
Propulsion presumes that everyone knows what those 3 letters stand for, but you can take it for granted. Work here.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Grab near the marker. It's Waller.
By that title.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not
There it is.
before he moves the
Usually when
chains.
people think about it,
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a
at the
time.
top of everybody's
Pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make it.
Extract that idea
I like this
and go
offense
to
being
any
aggressive.
place that might
Forget the
have
threes.
some
We need
liquid
sixes.
in the world
Tight end
doing
finds a
anything.
soft
Pretty bad.
spot.
That list goes up.
Didn't pick up
Lay
a lot
down.
there, moving forward just a few.
He's
This
always
tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism.
Jerome is
He's
sort of
very
the
difficult to
model
cover
version.
one-on-one.
Yes.
Defense is going to have their hands full with him.
And here comes the offense.
Stop biting that blanket.
We could see with the Voyager data that something curious was going on.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And over the course
Defense
of the
there to
past
stop him after a pickup of 2
we've
down
now
to the 15.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get
other
lathered in.
world.
3rd down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. To the air, it's
Yeah,
Milroe.
the big picture for me is the church
And it's caught.
That's your guiding star.
Guiding star, I would love it. Like
One
on
of the areas
Mars,
they
with
really
the
focus on
exoplanets,
this
you know,
receiver
SETI,
and
etc.
options is we need you
These
to make
ocean
more
worlds
plays
like
for us
Europa,
in the end zone.
Enceladus,
When we're taking shots, we need
these
to be
are
able to
worlds
step up
where life
and make
could
tough
be
catches.
alive
David, what a
today.
grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy,
Mars,
knowing where
no one
he's
really
going to
thinks
be, knowing when
anything
he's
is
going to
going
sit
around
down,
on
when
the
he's
surface.
not. So being on the
Whatever
same
might have been
page,
happening
and then
billions of years
having a
ago,
guy that can go
but
get
there's no
it. Just
active
when the ball
water
is near
activity
him,
on
he's got
Mars.
to make
Well,
the play
it-
just
At least
like
not
he
on the
did right
surface.
there
Not
for
on the
6
surface.
points.
There could be on subsurface. Who knows? Maybe there's life in the subsurface on Mars. But our search for life on Mars is a search for past life. And the molecules of life don't
And
last
with the
long.
extra
So like
point, they get the
DNA,
first 7
RNA,
of the game.
proteins, you know, the stuff that
75
makes our
yards on the
biochemistry.
touchdown drive,
Uh,
and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Yeah, It's not
Even
even
though Lucy that winning fun life,
Yeah.
Lucy would beg to differ.
And as you appreciate, back in the
He'll
Viking
bring
days,
it out. It's
well,
Thomas.
Carl Sagan wanted
That
to
gamble
move
did not
lights on
pay
the
off
Viking
as they
lander,
bring
so
him down at the
announced
12-yard
right
line.
So,
Bayou
enough
Bengals will
would
run
be
the
bone
offense out onto
behind.
the field.
Bones do
David,
last
the
for a long
punter
time,
got some
but
work
for the
last
most part,
time.
we're
They'd
talking
like
about
to
the
keep
search
him on the
for
sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's
And
not something you
Michael
want to
do
see
actually
very
leave
often.
behind
You
in
don't
the
love to
middle
run
of
this
this.
stuff. This offense needs to get lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that is identify where your best players are and just
Some of the
get
most
them the
beautiful
football.
ways
Give these
you
guys some
ever
touches to kickstart
see,
this
like,
offense.
Travis Keen
They're
or
on the ground
some of
on
the
first
beautiful
down.
rock.
Let's see what they do on second.
With the Burgess Shale.
Yeah,
Yeah, is that Canada? I think.
British Sales got
Gives it to the back on the draw.
but there are
He found the hole, got about 5. He's down at
Correctly, what you
the
drag
1.
it to.
in that
Running
time
back just
frame.
In
didn't
that
know
time,
it.
so
It's just
a
difficult
very
for
interesting
defenses
thing.
to get him on the
Preserve.
field.
Yeah,
Not
but
really
point
huge,
out.
Yeah,
but if I'm an
exactly.
offensive
Whereas
coordinator,
microbes,
continue to find ways to feature
microbes
him
can
and just,
mediate
you know
rock
what, let his talent
structures.
do the rest.
And if we see
Now
sort
the
of
defense will
a
try to
weird,
keep them on
wavy
this
rock
end on
form,
3rd and short from
sometimes
the
referred to as
21.
a microbiolite or stromatolite, that is a form of
They'll
an
try to run
inorganic
for it.
biosignature.
The Tigers
For
get it
microbes,
up
kind of
to
like
move the
bones for
chain.
microbes. It's more
Most
like
importantly,
it's more of a
so they've been
protein
getting pushed around
protein
up
for
front in this game,
microbes.
And you lose some of
haven't
the
created a lot of lanes to run the
It's a
football,
part of
but
It's a
needed
part
it,
of it,
needed
but
that first
you want
down,
to couple
needed
that
to get the sticks
observation of
moving,
strange
need to
rock
run some
structure
clock, so good
with
job by the offense
detection
finding
of
a little bit of
organic
space to get
compounds
the first down.
But that's all
LSU with
for
the
Mars,
first and 10
right?
here. Coming after
Looking
him.
at life
He's
in
dropped
past
behind the line of
years
scrimmage.
ago
That'll be a
on
loss
Mars,
of 3.
when it
And
comes
defense
to
nowadays, they don't look at
a
stats of what is
separate,
the yards per
independent
rush. They
origin
look
of
at how
life
many
and a
negative
separate
plays
tree
they
of
can
life,
create. Because why?
we're going to
Now
be
you look at
constrained
second
on
down,
Mars
man, it just
because
became
those
very
large
predictable for this
biomolecules
offense.
of,
Nice job
if
creating
life
the
on
loss
Mars
on first down.
utilize DNA,
Second down here,
DNA
and
will
maybe they've
last
got
like
time to
maybe
get
10
one
million
more
or
snap off
at
before
best
the
10
2-minute
million
warning.
years
The
in the
clock
rock
has
record.
reached the
So
2-minute
we're not
mark,
going to
and
get
they have
like
a chance
Martian
to at
DNA
least
from
cut into
samples
this
returned
lead
from
before the
Mars.
break.
On a world like
And now
Europa,
on
on a
second
world
down
like
for this
Enceladus,
offense.
these are worlds where if we find indications
Looking to
of
pass.
life
It's
on the surface
Nussmeier.
of the ICCL,
Fires left.
that's most
And the pass is
likely
incomplete, but it might
an
not matter.
indication
Flag is down,
that
and it
life
looked as
is
if the
currently
defense was
alive
roughing up that
in the
receiver.
oceans below. And that's extraordinary because then we can
The
actually
defender
study
just
it and
way
see
too handsy on
does
that
it
last
run
play. You
on
can see all
DNA
the
or
contact as the
proteins, or
ball
is there
was
a
in the
different
air. You simply
body
can't do it.
mechanism
The referee's
involved
caught.
Yeah, contingent
Never
To
completely
the air on
transformed.
first down.
You know, biology.
Exactly.
Rid of it before the
Contingent
heat.
evolution versus
Hit
convergence
hard as
and
he released the
contingent.
ball on that first down pass, and he never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time. Getting
somewhat
almost
useful,
immediately
though
after he got the
mildly
ball.
called contingent
After the
example.
quarterback
You
and
could
receiver
say that
failed to hook up,
humans
they'll
would
try
not
it again
be
on
here
second down.
if it weren't for the
He's looking to
like
throw.
That's definitely the case.
Well, but you might argue
Fires
that
to
at
the big
some
fella.
point something else
And
was
he'll
like that.
step across the
But
sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a
You know,
much
here's the
better
argument.
third down
Just
situation.
hear me out.
And I like the
Otherwise,
key
no.
here is I like
You know,
the decision
when
where
T-Rex
I
went
understand,
extinct
let's get this
65
football
million
out,
years
let's
ago,
get some positive
you realize
yards.
more
Let's get
time
the
had
third down,
elapsed
and we can still have a
between
better
the extinction
situation now
of the
because we got rid of the
Stegosaurus
football
and
and
T-Rex
put the yards in
than
there.
the extinction of T-Rex and
45
today.
on his way.
The dinosaurs
Final
thrived.
run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look,
65
that wasn't
million
a
years.
touchdown, but that was a massive
Because it
play
would have
for
taken
this
out a whole lot of
offense.
other
They
things. We
needed
would have known
some
about.
momentum. They
So
needed to
we're
find a
highly
rhythm, and what better
successful
way than converting on
phenotype.
third down.
Phenotype
Awesome
is the
job
right
by
word.
the quarterback
You know,
getting through his progression.
highly successful branch in the tree of life. The collective things we call dinosaurs. So I think they would have been here, and we'd still be scurrying
They'll put it in
underfoot,
play from
not
the
trying to
40
get
on
snapped
first and 10.
by whatever the version of T-Rex is that survived today.
They're going to
Exactly.
throw it
So,
again.
well, remove any nuance.
Oh, he wants it all.
And say that was
It's picked
contingent.
off.
And convergence
And
is
he's
something like
brought down after the
Oh
pick,
yeah, I
but
got
not
conversion.
before
Yeah,
putting
that
his
one
offense
where
in business.
a highly useful
Well, the
feature
defense comes away with
involves
the pick there
completely
with their
independent.
nickel personnel. I think
And
moving
to
forward,
help
if
to
you're on
serve the
offense,
same
when you
purpose.
see that
Exactly. So
personnel
something
in
that
the
I
field,
find
you want
fascinating
to
is
run the ball
when it
against
comes
it
to
because
the
you got
origin of
smaller
life,
guys out there. Or if you're going
is
to
the the polymerization of amino acids or nucleobases, etc., is that something that we're going to find is emergent? So life on Europa or Enceladus evolved to use DNA also.
Very productive drive
Right.
last time, wound up
Or
with a
is it
touchdown.
some other way
Yeah,
to get
mixing
that
and
by
matching
the
play calling
No,
really
the
well.
argument
Nice
for
balance on
more
that last
DNA.
one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
It took me
Yeah, and
part
I
of the
don't
way there,
expect
but I'm
anything
still
different.
skeptical
When you
to
put together
the
a drive
complexity
like
of
that,
DNA
I would do
launching.
more of the same. Keep the pace,
Geologists
keep it
said,
going.
look, when we go to other planets, the geology
They'll
is
line up for a
familiar.
second down play.
Right? The rock crystal of these atoms
After the
crystallize the
incompletion, they
same
go
way
back up
if
top.
you do the right temperatures and
It's
pressures
the catch.
here
It's
and
Haynes.
there. And
You
so
see it
the
so much in
geology
college football with a motion
repeats
running back
itself
out of the
no matter
backfield. What are they
what
looking
planet
for?
we're on.
Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my
Maybe
running back
biology.
with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
For a bit. Speaking of Bones, I got Bones to pick with you. You lumped
Looking
in
to
with
throw, it's
Enceladus
Milrow.
and
Europe.
Finds his big tight
how
end.
dare you? Like,
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way.
You're
A
motivated by the search for
tremendous
life.
pickup on
Life
that one.
on Earth
Quick
everywhere
timeout call by the
needs
offense after the
liquid
play.
water.
From the
There's no
39-yard
liquid
line,
water
it's
on
first and 10.
Well, to be fair, there is. We do think that beneath the ice
Looking to
shelf,
move it through the
there
air.
is an ocean trapped beneath that thick ice shelf.
With the catch,
But
it's Haynes.
you're referring to the fact that
And
on the
not
surface,
much doing
we
there
got
as that
these
defense
liquid
runs him out of
methane.
bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the
That every
football,
moon is
letting
going to
him get some
have
positive yards.
heated interior.
Got
from
some of the
Tyler
work
Forsythe.
done on
I
first
didn't
down.
do
Let's
my
see what
homework
they have on
tonight
second
before this
down.
interview, but
He's
is
looking
it
to throw.
subject to the same kind of
Got it in the
stressing
middle, it's
that his
Haynes.
physical body
He's
has?
really close to that first
But
down
it's a bit
marker,
more
but they stop
complicated
him just a
story,
bit short.
specifically at Stafford.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically
Very
important to
complicated.
make sure
Right,
they
so
have the
Haynes
right
and
play
Enceladus
call
and
and everyone on the
Enceladus.
same page here.
When it comes to
Decibels
this
rising
time,
as the crowd gets behind this defense on
now
third down.
having passed.
Looking to throw
It's a bit
for it.
complicated because the various moves go
And the
through right.
defense gets to the
Right, sometimes
quarterback.
things set,
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first
What?
half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
With Iowa, Europa, and Ganymede, those three moves are right
And
now
the punt
in
will
a
hit at
beautiful
the 7, and they
residence.
What?
can't corral it. It goes into the
So
end
for
zone.
every
It'll
two
come out
times
to the
Iowa
20.
goes around Europa,
There, right there.
Wasting no
Look,
time
right there.
on this drive.
Jupiter wins. For every two times Europa goes,
Eat it.
A timeout is called as this offense
Eat it.
tries to
I don't wanna
find
hear
a
it.
way to
Nope.
get more points on the
Nope.
board.
Nope. Go.
They
It's
really
like
got
Go.
the
things
system
moving on this
evolves
drive.
to that
Second play of the
because
drive
the
comes
the
from
dynamic
the
force in favor.
exactly. So
Off the
it gradually
fake on
the
first
orbits
down, wants to
widen
throw.
out, and then
Trying to
Iowa
get to
starts
it.
coming on Europa,
And this sophomore
Ganymede.
able to
Perhaps
reach some
someday
and
Fulcer
get
will
the
be
sack.
part of the party, but
We've got
right
a
now it's
timeout in the
not.
waning
complete
seconds
the
of the
Big
half.
Four.
Maybe a chance to get off a couple more
Europa
plays.
again, because yeah,
Before the Galileo discovery.
that's right.
Yeah, we got to call the
It's
Galileo
Nussmeier.
moons.
Yeah,
In fact, he called them stars.
that's right.
The
And it's
Egyptian stars.
incomplete. It was
No, it is.
wild,
You were
high
right.
and
Good
wide
job.
on that one.
It's fake. There were just points of light
That's right.
that moved around Jupiter. Why think it's a moon? It was just a dot of light. It
Right.
looked like a star.
Yeah, so he started off really
Just
well
enough
with
time
like
to get
naming the
off one
stars,
final
the
play of
stars
the
in
half.
Medici. The Medici family was all happy, and he was like, "Oh no, these things go
On
around
third
Jupiter."
down, going
Next
up
thing you
top.
know, he's under house arrest.
Throws to the wideout.
A
strike downfield.
And
Good
you
pick
notice,
up there
but
as he gets the
the
first down.
audio
They'll mark
version
him at the
of the
48.
podcast
We've played
actually
2
posts
quarters
a
here.
week
Time to
in
go to Kevin
advance
Connors in our
of the video.
halftime update.
And you
Fellas,
can get
what
that.
an environment
Spotify,
there today. All
Apple
the
Podcasts,
animosity and flat out
most
hatred
other
that comes
podcast
with a
outlets
good
that are out
old-fashioned
there.
rivalry
Multiple
game
ways
on
to
display
suggest
in that first half.
all that is
And
common.
it's been said football is a
Well,
game
back
of
then,
inches, and
why not
guess what?
call
Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate
Well,
today
let's
and
zoom
the
out
average
and
yard per
think
play,
about kind of
how can you
Goldilocks
argue
here,
that?
right?
I mean, the low
In
line
the early days,
just to
strong
look at some of the
planetary
explosive
science.
plays we've seen in panic. Really, this game is going to come
Conceptualization
down
for how to
to
build
which team is more
was
efficient
kind of
when
framed
they have
around
the
this
ball and how they
Goldilocks
play
scenario
when
of
it
Venus,
matters
Earth,
most.
and Mars.
That said,
Venus
let's
is too
get
hot,
back
Mars
to the
is too
field
cold,
and our
Earth is
guys
just
in
right,
the booth
and that's all
to see who
mediated by
comes out on top
the
of
energy
this
that the
rivalry
planets
contest.
receive from
Alabama
the
ready
sun,
to put a
from
boot to
simple
it to
star.
start the
No,
second
it's just
half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down in the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense.
in order to have an Earth-like
Keep it
habitable
on the
planet,
ground to
you have
start the second
to
half.
be at the right
He's knocked down to the
sub-star
backfield. He'll
kind
lose
of
a couple.
distance so as to maintain and
Don't you
sustain
love
liquid water on the
energetic
surface
defenses
of
that
the
fly
world.
around
Whereas
and make
these
things
ocean
happen?
worlds of the
The
outer
ones
solar
that get in
system
the
are teaching
backfield, the
us
running back tries to
is
go
that
somewhere.
there's a
Where do you
new
want him to go?
Goldilocks in
There
town.
is nowhere to go.
It's a
Nice job by the
Goldilocks
defense,
where
creating the
the
tackle
energy
for a
from
loss on first
maintaining
down.
and sustaining
After
liquid
getting
water
knocked back to
comes
open
not
this
through
drive,
the
it's
apparent
second and
salt,
12.
but rather through the
Off
pull
play
and
action.
kind
Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little
This
bit.
analogy with a new Goldilocks, I was kind of like Venus. Billions of years ago, I made it as water. But Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system. And it has since
They've got
lost
them
any
deep in
water
their own end, and this crowd trying to help
Oh,
keep them there.
misunderstood my point.
On third and long,
You
hoping to throw
misunderstood.
beyond the
I
sticks.
didn't make myself
Got out of
clear.
trouble, got rid of
Your
it.
book is
Working
titled
the middle of
Alien
the field, and
Ocean.
it's complete.
You're
And
talking
he
about
is not going to
ocean.
make it. The
You
defense
didn't
denied
specify
him the first
water
down.
ocean.
You got to
So you want to qualify American
statistics out there. How do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, give it the completion.
back in the ocean. That's
Fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
You're right. It was hot enough to melt rock.
Yeah.
And
Probably
return
there's no
man
light
reaches the
hanging
end of the
out
line,
in the
and
back
down he
there.
goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on
There have
offense.
been some nice papers
And in
on
a low-scoring
the
game
ocean,
like this
you know.
one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets
From
frustrating.
that
And you got to put
standpoint,
that behind you. You got to see what this
Also,
defense has
I
been
want to
doing to
think
be so
very
successful.
freely because you guys
Or now use it against you.
make me
Yeah,
do
dude,
this.
I think for a
If we
play
go
call,
to
this is tough,
Titan,
right? It's like you
where
have to have the
it has
perfect
enough
play on just to get a
atmospheric
first down.
pressure
In
to
these types of
sustain a
games,
liquid
I think you're
state
just
of
trying to get guys out of
methane.
space. See
Because
if a dude
without
can break a
pressure,
tackle.
then you
Maybe
lose
that
your liquid.
generates an
The range
explosive
of temperature
play,
we can
and
keep
it
a liquid,
breaks
right?
this trend.
So
Running
maybe
back
life does
searching
not
for a
require
hole.
liquid water. Maybe it just requires a liquid.
Not a
Can
whole
you
lot
imagine
of room
a
there.
life form
3 yards
where it is
maybe,
liquid methane
second and
coursing
7.
through its veins
I never
and
know if
the
it's grammatical
circulatory
correct to
system
say
it
it's
has?
just being
So,
out physical.
I
You hear it a lot in
really
football,
hope that kind
that's
of
happening
weird
in
life
this game.
exists
They're just
on
not
Titan.
getting the push they
The
need.
challenge is I
All
actually have
along up
a bit
front,
of a
have any
hard
success
time
when they decide to run.
formulating a hypothesis that it could exist. So, for example, Europa and Enceladus, we can say,
Why should nature care what you
And
have
a
a
good job of coverage by that defense at the short pickup.
Listen to this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being back at the point of
But when
attack,
we do
once the tight
experiments,
end made
obviously
the
we're
catch,
not
there was no doubt he
you
was
formulate
going
a
down. Great
hypothesis.
job
And
for
so I
him.
can formulate
The Tigers
a
want to move
hypothesis
quickly.
that life on Earth is based on liquid water, a suite of elements, and some
They'll throw
energy
on third and
to
short.
I can then look at
Well,
worlds
they
like Mars,
really
and
could have
Europa,
used
and
that
Chalus, and
pass
say,
there.
check,
Physical
check.
pass
Now there's
defense.
a
It
fourth
brings
element
up a
there,
fourth down.
time, stability. that
This
we
is a
can
point
connect
where
to.
you just got to
And
be
there's
able
some
to focus. And the
differentiation.
critical
But
down
Mars,
and
Europa, and
distances in
Chalus, I
this
think we
game,
can check
like
the
that
box
third
on
down right there.
liquid
When it's a
water
good
and
throw,
the
you
other
got to make the catch. You got to be able to make
with
that play.
liquid methane,
Looks as if LSU will line up to
Titan.
punt it away.
It's hard for me to say, like, based on what I know
And
of life
that
on Earth,
is just
or even
about
oil
a
fields on
perfect
Earth,
punt as he
that
puts it deep
that
inside the
a
10-yard line.
hydrocarbon liquid could give rise
Leaves it with the
to life.
back.
And here's a
Pulls
bit
his
sort of
way
key
forward.
chemical
Found a
difference.
little space. He'll
Liquid
pick up
water
6
is
to
a
the 14 as they have room to
solvent.
operate.
And
You
so,
want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator.
in
You pick up
liquid water,
a
we
bunch
can
of
solve
yards on
other
first down, make
polar
that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Plus minus.
Yeah.
6 on first down. Now a lot of options on
and
second and
hydrogen's
4.
coming off at an angle there.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we get the electrons
Here's the
get sort
handoff.
of preferentially positioned.
He is
but then,
tackled,
with
but
plus
it'll be a
minus
fresh
equals
set of
to
Correct my
downs.
chemistry if I get it
Well,
right.
the offense knew
So
that they needed to
if
get that first
the
down,
two
so they
oxygens
dial
were
up the
sticking
running
straight
game.
out
They get
to the
just enough
side,
to keep the drive
then the
alive.
molecule itself would have no polarity in that sense, correct? No, that is, there would be no
They're
difference
back up
between
just
one
a little.
orientation
First
and
and
another.
10 from their own
And
19.
water would lose all of its really cool properties that we cherish.
Well,
Is that right?
positive and negative actually comes a little more from the hydrogen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller.
oxygen differentiation.
And good coverage by
Well,
the
so it's
defense,
not the
just a
angle
short
that
game.
they put in there?
The angle
Again,
plays
this is
a little
running
bit,
back
but
that
the
can
that's
run
fine.
it between
Yeah,
the
it's like
tackles,
building like
and
chemistry.
he's
yeah,
dangerous
split
out
down
in
the middle,
space.
like
They like to
the
throw it to
oxygen
him
is
out
on
on the
one side of the
perimeter
D,
as he picks up a couple of
on the other. Yeah,
After
so if you
picking up a
flatten
couple
it
at
out,
2nd and 8.
Yeah, you would definitely affect the charge distribution.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And it would just be
Out of the
immediate
gun,
effect
the
of the
inside
thing.
handoff, looking for a
Yeah.
crease.
Yeah, and certainly,
Defense there to stop him after a gain of run to the 22.
You get that beautiful hexagon. That's
Right.
in part due to the shape of water. I think it's like 100
A third and long coming up here.
But the shape of water, great at dissolving other polar compounds.
Off the plate
Liquid
fake.
Universal solvent.
Universal solvent for life on Earth, right?
It's complete.
But you go to Titan,
And
and
they'll
now
spot
you've
it
got
at the
this
45. That's good enough for a
coal that
first
our
down.
standards, liquid methane lakes and seas. And liquid methane is non-polar. And so you're talking about life arising
So
and
Alabama
thriving
takes the lead
in
into
a
the quarter
non-polar
break.
solvent.
They've built a
That just
cushion.
makes me
They've
scratch
got
my
a
head.
nice
So,
lead. Now
would that
the
work?
task
I sure hope it does. I
finish
sure
the
hope
deal.
so.
We're
Gotta
gonna
make
take a
sure
look
it's
at the third quarter
I'm
stats.
just saying, you go back 100 and whatever years, and when evolution was first a thing that people
One more
discussed,
period to go.
in fact, Darwin himself might have called this. What we need is
This
a
Alabama offense
72
is
degree type
making their setup with
that's
another
just
first down.
right for life to form. And then the more we look, it was like, no, you don't do that.
And the
Do it
defense
this way.
settled in to stop
In
that
fact,
one
we
for a
need
short
someone.
gain.
I'm old enough.
And that was
I'm
close
an old
for
man.
the offense. They
My
tried to go wide
textbook said
receiver
life
screen,
requires someone.
counting on that receiver,
All right, that's
being that
before we had the
defender.
undersea
Wasn't able to make a miss
John
that
Edwards
time, but if
got
I'm on offense, I'm going back to that
geochemical
play.
energy,
This
thermal
offense
energy
could
down
not
there.
have
So
executed in
now
this
even
situation
in
any
modern
better,
astrophysics,
just
the
draining
planetary
some time off the clock.
astronomy, the Goldilocks zone is insufficient to get it all.
He's close
All
to
the
the first down,
places
and they're
where you
going to
have
mark
to
him
work.
just a little
So
short.
this is
I
an
love an offense that wants to
exercise
stay
in
aggressive. Even in
broadening
a
the definition
game
we
like this,
previously laid
you're
down
still
for
trying to
what we
find your
expect to play.
playmakers and
And I
get
think
them
there's
the
one
ball in
thing I'm
space.
curious
That
to
is
hear your thoughts on
exactly
this.
what this
License,
offense is doing.
biology is a layer on
These
top of the
fans
other.
stepping up to help this defense on
And
third
so,
down.
what Mike does
They'll try to power their way
is,
ahead. They've got it
wait,
inside
just
the
to be
40
clear,
at the
we would later
39 as they
learn
pick up the first
that
down.
some
And
significant
if it ain't
fraction of
broke,
the Earth's
don't fix it. Just
biomass
keep running
lives
the football.
underground.
Everything
As
is
a
going
participant
according to
in the
plan right now.
geology
They've
that's
been able
there.
to stay on the
So it's
field.
not just
They
like
put some
on
nice
Earth and then
plays
hand over
together
to the
back to back
geologist.
to back.
There's this
And they're
interluding
polluting the
zone
clock. This is
where the two
exactly
have
what
to
you
make nice
practice
in the
for
coffee lounge.
situations like
Right?
this. Just keep
so
doing what you're doing.
life's job in the universe
Give as they work on
is
the clock.
to accelerate our production
They
of
finally get him on the
entropy
ground with a
and,
big running play
you
moves
know,
to change for
abiding
the
by,
first down.
if you will, the second
Yeah,
law.
and if this offense can keep that rolling,
And so,
if they
when
can
it comes
keep
to
the
Titan, you
physical
can say
ground
your life
game
on
and
Titan
continue to
in
add these plays
a
up as they go
non-polar
along,
solvent.
long drives, eat
Yeah,
the
I
clock
think
with
as
the
long
lead,
as there is
this
some
coach will be
energy
ecstatic.
that needs to
The
be
Tide
dissipated in
with the
some way,
first and 10.
perhaps biology
back
will
goes in
fill
motion.
that energetic niche,
Looking to go up
even if
top
it
on
requires
first
going
down.
way out of the
Fires
box
to
of
the
what we're
wide
going
out.
to see. But
He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and
Yes,
they'll
sir.
be set up
We all
in
have
business
questions
with a
about the
first and
universe.
goal.
Black
Well, you're
holes,
seeing the
quasars,
balance this
quantum
offense
entanglement,
has, and how they can
wormholes.
create
There is
explosive
no
plays
end.
in a variety of
The
ways.
depth
We just saw
of
one
cosmic
come in the
plural.
run game, and now
Wow.
you see one coming in the
The
passing
entry
game. I'll tell you,
level
they've got this
of
defense on their
Patreon
heels.
membership with Star Trek gets you just
He'll
that.
keep it himself.
I think it starts at $5 a month. You have access to the question line that reaches our Cosmic Query program. And not only that, we produce a special Cosmic Queries installment
You've
just
seen crazy
for Patreon
comebacks
members.
and
If
crazy
you weren't the director of the Hayden
swings of momentum
Planetarium,
in
what do you think
games.
you would be
just need
doing?
that
No,
first
it would
thing
have to be another
break your
universe
way
that would
back.
happen in
I
this
think it really
universe.
comes
Okay,
down to their
I'd
key
be
playmakers,
a
David. They can come back. If these
songwriter
guys
for
need to take
Broadway
ownership,
musicals.
now's the time.
Ooh.
In this type
So,
of game, they
that's
have
the
got to
entry
step up
level,
and start making
and the
plays.
perks ascend from there. There's a level, in fact, where we send you an autographed copy of one of my latest books. Right now, it's Starry Messenger, Cosmic Perspectives of Civilization. It's signed with my fancy fountain purple painting. So I invite you to just check the link below, and all of that money goes to our ability to experiment with new ways of bringing the universe down to Earth. So thank you for those who've already joined, and we welcome others to participate in this grand adventure for what it is, bringing the universe down to Earth.
That last drive
As always,
fizzled out, Jesse.
keep
They had
looking.
to punt it.
I'm
Yeah,
reminded
David,
in
they're just going to have to do a better job this time
where we
around
learn
erasing the mental mistakes.
we're the life
And just
form
trying to solve
that made the
defensive
monoliths.
riddle, understanding what
Monoliths
they're
came
trying
from
to do
2001.
in
And you
attack.
remember where it came from?
remind me.
It's Europa. Well, okay, but that was
Here
the
comes the
solar
offense
system
on second
outpost
down.
of this light.
Yeah.
Was Europa.
That's right.
And I think they found chlorophyll on the surface of Europa.
Right, so back
It's
then
Gus
I was
Meyer.
thinking that,
Unloads to the
and in the
wideout.
movie they show the
And he's lucky to
sort
get
of
that one back.
Agreed,
The
yeah.
quarterback
it
knows
required a
better
very
than to
thin
try
shot
that
of
too
Europa.
often.
Mhm.
The timing
So,
on that
yeah, that's where
throw
the
on
sort of
route was
monolith
just
stuff
convoluted,
originates, but then
messed
it
up from
goes
the
back
beginning.
to some
And you see
distant place.
quarterbacks and wide
Yeah,
receivers
and
in the offseason
2001,
always working on
2010,
timing and always
some of my
wanting to
favorite
throw it on
movies
air.
wanted to
Put a
get
defense in
no
front of you. Now things start to
ending
speed up
people
a little
spend
bit. A lot of
attention
times you'll see these little mistakes and it looks like just they're not on the same page.
Short instruction. Are you authorized to divulge where we're not supposed to back you got a book going, dude. You're on a mission called Europa Clipper. You're going to Europa.
They've got no points to show
No
for any
dipping
of
over
their
Europa,
efforts so
but
far,
you're not
but
landing there.
they've still got
Doing
a chance.
beautiful
If it's going to
flybys,
But
happen,
you're not
it
landing
has to
there.
happen now
You're
in this
heeding
two-minute
the
situation.
warnings
This
of the
is where
aliens
their
at 2010.
playmakers need
No,
to
no,
step up.
there's a
Of
cadence.
course, that's what you'd have to
He wants
say.
to throw it again.
It's just what you should
He
say.
lost one down the sideline.
Let's talk about Europa Clipper.
Yeah.
6-year mission there. And yeah. And then you got to hang out there to Oregon Jupiter, but mission close flybys.
The offense got what they need, more work to do.
And very exciting.
Immensely exciting. And when we say flybys, normally when we think about a spacecraft flying by a world, it's thousands of kilometers away. The engineers here at JPL, the pinball wizards, are able to get the Clipper spacecraft.
But pinball wizards because you have multiple.
Gravity of a hundred.
Europa Clipper is getting a gravity assist from what?
It's from Earth and Mars, and then once it's in the Jovian
And
system,
after the extra
Wait, so
point,
this
they
is
cut the
okay,
lead
cool
in
stuff.
half,
You
down
have to get
14-7.
we go to Jupiter
Work
to get
on that
Jupiter,
scoring
and
drive,
add
just
Jupiter.
4 plays.
Then we
And the
go off
score
the
comes
system
with
again,
a
maybe
huge
close a little bit.
win.
So you
Covering
can work
67
assist from
yards
the
to the
movie.
end
That's
zone.
right.
Lining up to cover the kick
this
after
gravity
that
assist
touchdown
to
drive.
slow us down.
He'll bring it
People
back from
forget
inside his
that you
spot.
can gravity assist
Good
in
job by
either
the coverage
way
unit to
for
put
your
a stop to
engines.
that return.
Yeah.
And so,
Tide
and
offense
it's
rolls onto the
it's a beautiful
field.
thing about the Jovian
So
system.
we've got a
It's
tight
system
spot
where
here, David. They'd
those
love to
larger
run out the
can
clock,
actually
but all
help
those
out
timeouts
spacecraft
staring at
engines.
us.
They got 3
Gain
timeouts
all
on
sorts of
defense,
different
but I
orbits,
know
and so
a first down
we'll
ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be
I
playing
use
the
this
run.
endearingly with my
Loading the box,
engineering
trying to
colleagues
get
all the time. They
tackles,
like it.
using their timeouts to get the football back. So
And so
this is
we
going to
pinball
come down to
around
who's better in the trenches.
Jupiter, and then we start going into
Defense
these
trying to keep
roughly
this offense from
14-day
getting a line on who to block.
orbiting Jupiter.
Might as well
and these
keep
close
pounding that
flybys
rock
every
at this
day.
point in the game, even though it's second and 12.
Exactly.
Hey, run up the middle
Spiral
and
graph.
stop for no gain.
Yeah, spiral graph.
Defense uses a
And
timeout
so,
quickly, trying
orbit
to get
Jupiter
that ball
will make
back
these
and preserve
flybys
time for their offense.
close approaches.
How close do they get?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
That's just
They stopped him after a short game,
never
probably
swung
just
by
to
anything.
mitigate the losses, which
It's
comes
going to
down
be
to quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Think about how extraordinary the images from
Galileo, this spacecraft.
Yeah.
He gets a
Because he was
block.
an
Galileo,
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up every yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to pass, it's Gus Meyer.
Galileo the astronomer pointed
He's
the
got the
tail
tight
of the
end.
spacecraft.
This
We
offense
get,
has their work
beautiful
cut out for them, man,
pictures
because the
at
coverage has
longer
been
scale.
so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you in bounds like we just did on that last
Oh,
play.
absolutely.
Lead
I
the
mean,
Clock's running and they'll try to
400
get to the
years ago,
line,
400
warp speed for second
That's
down.
nothing
That's not
in the
going to
history of our species.
you know.
Just say, one day we're going to go there.
He's
One of your
looking to
busy
throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to
So,
get fooled
you're going
and throw it into
to
double
close
coverage
view
like
of
that.
the
How nice
surface
is it
ice.
as a defense when you've got a corner
You're not
that
looking
can
at
play
the
on an
water
island
below, and
and
that's
be
what
as
you really
dominant
care about.
as this
Right.
guy has been
And so
all game
what
long.
Flipper
Just another
has
great
on
example
board
of it right there.
are
Working on the
cameras
ball
to
and
give us
knocking it
pictures
in.
of the surface, spectrometers to
They
tell us
turn
about
to
the
the
surface
passing game
composition,
on 3rd and short.
And by
He
looking
took
at the
a
circle
hit as
size,
he threw
we
it.
know
Couldn't
from
deliver the
Galileo
football.
spacecraft,
It's incomplete and
telescope,
fourth down's coming.
that
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his
the ice of
decision-making
Europa
has been
serves as a
good
window
enough
into
to
the ocean
win
below.
this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of
So
TDs so
using
far,
the spectrometers
but
and
when
looking
things
at
aren't
the
open,
ice,
he
we
throws it
will get
away
a bit
like
of a
on that play
fingerprint
right there. He's
of
not putting his team
tennis
in
football.
a
Only
bad
because
spot. And that's
practice
why they still have a
it.
shot to walk out of here with a W.
That's right.
Will
It's
not get
something.
there. A
Well,
fourth down stop.
It's
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
You go pee pee? You go pee pee?